and think to yourself, there's no place like home. There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Home is a comforting word and a confusing one. Everyone comes from somewhere, and we're all going somewhere. And we all know that home is important, but we don't always realize how important it is until we have to leave, that is. For some people, home is the place where they were born and grew up. For others, they don't really identify with a particular childhood home or hometown. So for them, home is family, or home is where the heart is. For me, home is a place in my past, and it's a destination in my future. At least I hope. As for the present, I don't really know. I don't think home is exactly where my family is, in Kentucky where I grew up, but I don't really think home is PHC either, or my dorm room where I've lived for 2 years. Home is somewhere out there for me, maybe? The German word Heimweh literally means home ache, and it describes how I feel perfectly. I have this ache and a longing for home. My longing is something a lot of young adults may experience, because you stretch out your wings and you go out into the gray world. That's all part of growing up, right? You pack your bags, you fly off or drive off into the sunset to sort of make your own path. This is natural, but it means you lose some things too. You find yourself, but you don't always find home. And when you go back to wherever it is that you set out, it doesn't feel the same. Home might be the same, but you've changed, and that's what's different. I think it's all part of being in transition, like this phase of life that I'm in. Growing up, coming of age, adulting, whatever you want to call it. I'm on the move, and I'm not always quite sure where I'm headed. I have a general idea. I mean, I don't have a Pinterest board devoted to what my future house will look like for nothing. So I daydream about creating a cozy home, and I hope that someday I'll be able to do just that. But at the end of the day, even if I do find or create a home like I'm hoping to, I know there's a larger sense in which I'll never really be at home this side of heaven. That's because I belong to a better country. So when I feel homesick, this points me to the place where I will truly be at home one day. I'll enter into that rest, and I won't have to be afraid anymore. I'll be home.